it says record the top left.
Yeah.
If you want to pause, then stabiliser, you would have had a stabiliser
Yeah.
hitch. Obviously, you've probably got a new handle on it, that's the only difference.
Yeah.
They just make it look a bit nicer and newer. Breakaway cable,
Yep.
you happy with what all these do, yeah? So obviously handbrake. Probably similar handbrake to your last one, I would have thought as well. Okay, so you're happy on all that lot. 13 pin, have you got 13 pin?
Yes, we have.
On your van or on your car? Okay, gas locker. I'm not going to change a lot in there. Obviously, you've got an onboard regulator.
Yeah.
There is a hose for it. That's my hose. Your hose just in through the door. Okay,
Right.
wind handle for the legs if you
Yep.
haven't got a drill. Obviously, you've got a step there as well.
Okay.
Okay,
Lovely.
easy enough. Right, on this side, obviously, we normally find is your alcohol pump. With your Abbey, you probably just had an inlet, one inlet. But this one, it has only got one inlet, but it's actually got a shower outlet, which is that one there. So if you wanted to, you could buy an extra, like a shower attachment, so you could wash dogs off or your boots or whatever, something like that if you wanted to. It is just cold water, so don't expect it to be warm. Okay, pump, obviously inside there. Get the pump in and out, just pull back on that trigger.
Yeah.
Once you pulls it out, obviously it just clicks in.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay. Now it's got a filter, external filter.
How
Okay.
often do you change the
But
filter?
it does say 35 days. I've got one that I tend to leave in all season, to be quite honest, but it all depends on how often you're using it, really.
So it's 35 working days.
Yeah, for like using days, yeah, but I tend to leave mine in all season, to be quite honest. Obviously, to take it out, obviously just unscrew that and pull it out. Just be very careful, obviously in the winter you need to really take it out, because it'll hold water in there.
In the winter,
obviously,
yeah.
if it obviously gets frozen, then you're in trouble. Okay. What we've got here is an indication to when you put that actual filter in, so you can just turn that to wherever you want it. Obviously, it's in the April at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why it's there. So it gives you an idea of how long it's been there.
Lovely.
Okay. Battery fitted.
Yep.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to have the key by any chance, and the spanner for the.
You've got it.
We've got it. So it may be in your other van. It might just be not been moved across to this one.
You don't have to take anything off that bit, do you? You did in the other one.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just
Right,
we'll pass that on. Yeah, on your previous one for your boiler, you would have had a cover to take off, more than
Yeah.
likely. This you don't. That's just as it is. That's the outlet as it is.
Okay, great.
Obviously, if you're caravanning in the autumn or whatever, just obviously make sure there's no leaves getting stuck in there. Or if you're more adventurous, if you're going away in the winter and it's snowing, obviously make sure that it's clear from snow.
Cool.
Okay. 240 connection. Obviously, you would have connected one of them before. You have got a satellite point out, exterior satellite point as well, inside that locker. And obviously, that's your motor mover key point there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, which I'll have to try and locate after because I can't find it. And I can't
I
find the spanner.
I don't think we left that bit.
Oh, you've got the spanner.
I think so. But
Yeah.
So I don't think you needed that one because you've
No,
got
yeah, you can get a spanner.
pretty much. The
Yeah, it's just, I've got the handset, but I can't find the key at the moment. So
Right. Okay.
whoever, perhaps through Trevor who fitted it, he may have dropped the key somewhere and I can't find it. So we'll just have to make sure we get the key. Okay. What's your wastewater outlet?
Yeah.
Obviously, you got a locker, obviously access for under the bunk.
Yeah.
Okay, so just being careful you're not putting too much heavy stuff behind the axle.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously stabilisation. Toilet's not going to be much different. So
Yeah.
you've got your flush tank and obviously your waste tank.
Yeah.
Obviously making sure you're draining your flush tank for winter again. Okay.
Yeah.
No plates already fitted.
Lovely.
Or a dual. Again, access again under the bunk.
Yeah.
So take some wiggle feet. Wheel nuts, it's very important that you're checking your wheel nuts each time you go away. I'm not sure if it's on your plate or not. Oh yeah, it is. So normally Swiftly just show them, but obviously it has got it on there. It is 95 Newton meters on this one. Okay,
Right.
so make sure you're putting the correct setting on your torque spanner if you've got one. I will check this before you leave.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's obviously got your weights and your all the information there you may need. Obviously your Chris number, your chassis number.
Yeah.
Have you got the lock, the wheel lock?
Yes, the wheel lock's inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then obviously got your wet locker that's at the front there.
Yeah. Lovely.
All right.
Okay.
Right. You want to go with your slippers? Oh God, it's got cold in there. So on off, master switch is top left.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously 12-volt system's off, on. So obviously making sure that you obviously switch on before you use it.
Yeah.
Lights.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Water pump.
Yeah.
The radio's going on there. That's your. I don't know if you can see the reflection off the wall outside. So that's your warning light.
Yeah.
And this one here, obviously, your screen is showing what you charge it, what's happening to your leisure battery. Press it again. Obviously, it would check what your vehicle battery if you had it connected. So you could select either battery. Obviously, the leisure battery is the only one that's connected anyway.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You can adjust the hour, obviously on the clock, hour. So obviously using that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then your minutes, obviously same again. And that's the control panel. So if you're talking to engineer over the phone, he wants to know which control panel you're using, you obviously can tell him that's what it is. Okay, so that's all there is on that one.
What does the timer do again?
It's just a time.
Oh,
it's just a clock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
right,
not a timer.
okay.
Yeah, it's not quite as posh, that one on this one.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just a clock.
Okay.
So that's why it's telling you up there.
Yeah.
Up there.
Ah,
okay,
right,
and it's just
okay.
telling you leisure battery is connected.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can obviously hear the heating kicking in. So you can hear the fan going. Oh, just one thing.
Yep.
Is your boiler. Oh, so it's easier to lift that up or not. And there's your drain for your water system. You see that yellow lever just under the black pipe there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably similar to what you would have had previously.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So obviously that drains your water system.
So it's up to open, down to shut.
That's
yeah.
it, yeah. So in that position now, it's allowing the water to run around your system.
Yeah.
Obviously not drop onto the ground outside. Obviously control box for your motor mover. Then consumer unit. Obviously you got your trips. Obviously info note to say what your 240 trips are connected to. You see that? Obviously 12-volt fuses that side. Heater button.
Yeah.
Charger button.
Yeah.
And it's also got a shutdown for your 12-volt systems as well. Okay, so even though you can switch the 12 volts off on your master switch up there, when you're in storage, if you shut that one down, where it is, there, that will shut all the 12 volt systems and stop them draining your battery. Yeah, okay.
Having
obviously-
said that, I presume the
Yep.
solar panel
Panel.
has been fitted. Yes.
Yeah. So even with that shut down, it will still trickle charge your battery from your solar
Oh,
panel.
okay,
So
sure.
that's just stopping it being
Everything
drained.
else use it. Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, lovely.
Right. So to get your water in, it'll be exactly the same as what you would have done previously. Obviously, you're getting all the air out of the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously operating the taps and making sure you drain that down, drain the air out of it even.
In the last caravan, we had a switch where you put it on if you're on mains and you turned it off if you're on off mains.
Right.
So if it wasn't turned on, the battery wouldn't charge. Do you have the
That's
same
a charger.
thing?
Yeah, it's a charger. There's a
Oh, is
charger.
that-
That's a charger switch.
That's a
Yeah.
charger
Yeah.
right.
What you've got to
okay.
try and do is forget what the other van does. Obviously, it's difficult to do that because obviously, however long you've had it, you're trying to compare
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
with that. Obviously, it is similar, but it's different. So try not to compare with that one. I know it's difficult because you want to think, oh yeah, well that did that, but then why is this different kind of thing?
Yeah.
So you just try and remember what this one does rather than what that one does.
So when we hook up to the mains, we press that charger button
Yeah,
and it'll
yeah.
charge the battery.
Yeah, that's it. You can leave that on all the time because as soon as you unplug 240 anyway, it will switch off anyway.
Right. Okay.
It won't physically switch off if you know what I mean. But
Yeah. Yeah.
as soon as you connect the electric on the outside, as long as that is switched on, it will charge your
Right,
battery,
okay.
and it won't overcharge. Yeah, so you can just leave that on.
Superb.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So get the water system in as you would have done on your previous van. Just get the air out of the system. Just see if we've got any hot water. Also, I'll show you how to do that in a sec. Because I switched the system, I was switching the water pump off. Yeah, it's got a bit of warm water coming through now. So obviously, I only just set it up, so it will obviously not instant hot water. It will take still the same as your other boiler, half an hour or so to.
Yeah, that was.
The only thing you got to remember is obviously that unit is trying to warm this room up and the water at the same time, so it may take a little bit longer to get your water warmer.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Right, this is your control panel here, so I'm going to have to just step outside so I can show you. Okay, so this is your control panel which operates your heating and your hot water.
Yeah.
That big button is your operating button and it switches it on and off, so you just press and hold and it switches it on and off. This button here is just a return button. I'll press that every now and again just to light the screen up because after a few seconds the screen will go dull again. Okay, so running across the top line, you can see that we've got a flame which is flashing.
Yeah.
That is not gas, that is heating. Okay? So just to confuse things, they put a little flame there, but if that is not gas. This bottle here, that is your energy, that is gas. So the gas bottle, if you remember that,
Yeah.
flame is actually heating. Okay, the reason why it's flashing and the water heating is flashing is because it hasn't reached temperature yet. Okay, so that will continue to flash on that top line until it reaches temperature. Okay?
Will that gas tell us when the gas bottle has run? So it just tells you gas is connected.
Yeah, it just tells you that that's what you set it to operate on. Okay?
Right. Ah. Okay.
Okay, that's your water heating. It's set to eco at the moment, which is
Yeah.
around about 40 degrees temperature. As I said, that bottle is gas and it has got a flash of electric as well, so it's operating on two at the moment, so it's dual fuel. And this one here is your fan. Obviously you can hear your fan operating.
Yeah.
Okay, it's flashing on the main screen between temperature set, which is 20 degrees, so I'm hoping to get that temperature at some point soon, and it's also telling you time, which obviously is incorrect at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, which I'll show you how to change the clock in a second. That there, you see this little tiny plug?
Yeah.
That's to say electric is connected to your boiler, to your control panel. It doesn't mean it's operating on electric. So if you remember on the consumer unit down there, there's that orange button. If you just want to open the locker up for us, if you just switch the orange button off, that's it. Now look on the control panel,
Yeah.
plug's gone.
Yeah.
So it means you haven't got electric there ready to use. Also, you see there's a hazard triangle on there now.
Yeah.
That means obviously it's trying to do something that it's unable to do because obviously the electric's not connected. So if you want to just switch that back on again, so that we now got power to it. Obviously after a few seconds that hazard triangle will disappear. Okay, so if you want to change anything on the heating control panel, press the big button.
Yeah.
Second line now lines up,
Yeah.
or lights up. Okay, so if I want to change the heating, so that's the heating.
Yeah.
So you got a van with a thermometer in it. So if that's flashing, I can change that. So I click the button. It then comes up with what temperature I want to change. So you can either switch off or to whatever temperature you want to, up to 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, it's starting raining. Right, what I'll do, I'll just bring it down to say 9 degrees and see if that will stop flashing. May not because I've got the door wide open. There we go. So obviously it's reached that temperature. If I just go back to your main screen now, obviously you can see I've set it to 9. On the main screen, once you've actually switched it on, you can actually just turn it on the main screen to increase the temperature or decrease the temperature if you want to.
Right.
And just click it just to confirm it.
Right. Okay.
So you might obviously see now it's now flashing again because obviously it's not reached that temperature. Okay. So
Yeah.
if you're operating from there, click change your temperature and click again to confirm it. Okay. Next one. So if you want to change the water temperature, so make sure you got the icon flashing by turning the control. Click on it, so it'll ask you either water heating off. If you see on the top line,
Yeah.
it will tell you what it's set to. So eco, hot, which is around about 60 degrees, or boost. So what I'll do, I'll just click it to boost for a second. So with boost, what that will do now is concentrate all the heating on the hot water. So if you're going to use the shower on board, you may want to boost the water to give you that extra hot water, just for using your shower, or just to increase the temperature a bit quicker. The only thing with that, the only issue with that is it will obviously stop the fan for your heating. So the fan won't be operating, so it won't be warm in your room. So it'll, until it reaches temperature on the water, it won't allow the fan to come on. Okay? So if I just go back to normal running, which is eco. Okay, then that will allow the fan to come in. The fan will only operate when it needs to. So if it's warm enough in the van,
Yeah.
the fan won't come on. If it's cold in the van and you're trying to hit say 30 degrees, you'll hear the fan coming on. Okay, so the next one, turn the control again,
Yeah.
is your energy. Click on that one. It now gives you the options of what energy you want to use. So gas, if you want to use gas on its own, you haven't got electric connected. Or mix 1, which is a mixture of electric and gas. We've got a compressor coming on there. Mix 2, electric and gas again. Or electric on its own, 1, electric 2 on its own. Okay, I'll just explain what the electric 1, 2 and mix 1, 2 is. So electric 1 is around about 900 watts, so quite low. Or electric 2, which is 1800 watts or 1.8 kilowatts. Okay? In the summer, you may be okay on electric alone. Okay? Because what you've got to remember is it's trying to heat the water and the room.
Yeah.
Noisy people. Right, so obviously in the summer, most of the time, all you're going to want is your hot water. You're probably not going to need the room heating, apart from, say, night time when the temperature may drop a bit.
Yeah.
So, I can hear you. So, in the winter, you may want to operate on a mixture of electric and gas.
Right.
Okay.
So the electric 2 is more electric into the van, basically.
Yeah, well, electric is operating that boiler on electric. Okay, so electric 2 is only 1.8 kilowatts, which is not a high amount of energy from electric. So that will heat your water okay. It will warm your room up, but may not reach the temperature you may require, especially in winter. Okay,
Right.
so you may need to boost it with gas. Okay, so if you go back to that, so that's electric 1 or 2. Mix 1 and mix 2, so mix 2 is gas plus electric at 1.8 kilowatts or 1800 watts. The mix 1 is gas with electric at 900 watts. Okay, or you can just operate gas on its own. So I'll just put it back to mix 1.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one along is your fan.
Yeah.
At the moment it's on what is called eco. If you see that top icon there,
Yeah.
if I put it to high, two blades are coloured in on the top line, it will do boost. Obviously it needs to be a significant, if I can say the word, increase in temperature to be able to get boost. Okay, so if I